Welcome back, everyone. It is an exciting week for mages this week because there's two pieces of news to share with you in regards to Ignite Munching. The first one being that Ignite Munching may be fixed by Blizzard soon. We're hoping to hear. Now, Blizzard shared this Ignite Munching news in the blue post you see here, which is primarily about the recent Feral Druid changes. And the TLDR on that is Blizzard made a change so that bear weaving was no longer a thing, and this ended up buffing the kitties very significantly. So Blizzard then nerfed the kitties back down, and that went about as well with the community as you would think. And after that, Blizzard then reverted the nerf. The part that's important to us, though, is if you scroll down. Basically, Blizzard realized that they should be using the PTR to test these changes before they go live, and they wanted to share with us that they are also finally working on fixing both Deep Wounds Munching and Ignite Munching, both of which are related in how they work so that if you fix one, you fix the other. And they say here specifically that it's tricky to solve, requires rebuilding how these spells work, that it's risky, but that they'll use the PTR to test these spells before they go live. So keep an eye out for these adjustments coming to the Wrath Classic PTR over the coming weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
It's finally happening, everyone. They are working on an Ignite Munching fix. I gotta be honest, I didn't think it was gonna be happening. They kept telling us that they weren't gonna be working on it, too complex, it just wasn't gonna happen. And now, I think, thanks to the Warrior Brethren for also suffering from this issue and them raising the alarm as well, they're working on a fix. It's great. I love to hear this. Thank you, Blizzard. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone that's been raising awareness for this. Obviously, we have our awareness ribbon. There's been Discord posts, Reddit posts, videos people have produced, including myself, of course. You know, raising awareness about Ignite Munching, having to lag yourself, and then also complaining about it through the various forums and means that we are able to. And our voices have been heard. So, you know, this is a great day. And I really hope that this goes well. Obviously, there's concerns from some people, including myself, that by doing this fix and changing how the spell works, it might introduce another bug or something like that, or lower our DPS somehow or whatever. But, you know, I'm just going to huff the copium and huff the hopium right now that this is going to go down well. And I'm excited to see whatever fix they come up with in the coming weeks for the PTR. Now, one last thing that I must address here. Also, if you don't know what Ignite Munching is, please go watch my video on Ignite Munching, or type Ignite Munch in my Twitch chat, and you can get a good explanation about it there if you don't already know. But some people have been talking about this as if it's a buff to mages or something like that. This is not a buff to us. It's not going to be nothing like the Feral Druid buff, that's for sure. What you see here, I have here is full Phase 2 Bis in the sim for Fire Torment the Week for Troll, and you can see that it's 10-4-20 Blaze It for the DPS on that. This is with Ignite Munching and a current Ignite Munching fix. Right now, everyone is using an Ignite Munching fix, which delays your Pyroblast by about 50 milliseconds, depending on whatever fix you are using for that. It's going to be around there, and because of that, that mainly takes care of Ignite Munching DPS loss. The only DPS loss you're then suffering is that little bit of delay. And if we didn't have Ignite Munching and thus didn't have to be doing that delay, you can see that the only difference is about 34, 35 DPS. So we are going to get about a 30-ish DPS gain from this, but that's about it. It's not anything significant. You're not going to notice it. This is primarily a quality of life change, assuming you are using an Ignite Munching mitigation technique. And if you're not using one, you should be. If you're playing fire, then you pretty much are gimping yourself out of anywhere from 200 to 400 DPS right now if you're not using a Ignite Munching fix. But as long as you're using some kind of mitigation measure, then you're good to go. Or if you're playing FFB, obviously you don't have to worry about this either. But this is primarily just a quality of life change, so don't be talking about this as a buff. It's not a buff. It will be a slight buff, but it's primarily a quality of life change. And then the other significant piece of Ignite Munching news is that Vizex, aka Forge, aka Human Male Mage in the Mage Discord, has created this tool that will analyze your log and let you know if there's any Ignite Munching that is occurring, as well as Ignite Vomit, but, you know, just ignore that. If it grays out like this, that just means it timed out. You just have to do a refresh on it, and it's going to ask you for your log ID, and then you enter that, you select character, and select then the fight. So I'll show you this here. So if you go to Warcraft logs, bring up your character, you know, just select whatever. The ID is going to be this portion, right? It's going to be this the numbers and letters that come after the reports slash. So just grab that, enter it here, hit read log. Then it has all the mages in here, so you can select yourself or whoever. select the fight. Let's just pick Algalon. Algalon seems to always usually have a little bit more Ignite Munching for whatever reason. And it looks like we lost a little bit. It tells you why you lost it as well. So it's going to be, you know, whether you lost it to just the target dying, which isn't a big deal, or maybe you just had a little bit of munching from them overlapping from like living bomb explosion. Gives you a whole bunch of metrics here, and he's added a bunch to this since I last used it actually. So this is great. But the main thing is that then you don't have to do the manual check for munching. Now, you can access this. I will have the link in my video description, as well as you can type munch !munch checker in my Twitch chat or in my Discord in order to get that. Be sure to use the Nightbot commands channel if you're in my Discord though. And you can also, if you want to learn how to check manually your log to find out if there's Ignite Munching, you don't want to just trust this tool. You also just want to understand it more in depth. Type !manual munch check in my Twitch chat or again in my Discord Nightbot commands channel, and you will can learn all about that as well. But yeah, this makes it just way easier. You can go through any fight. It takes a lot to go through an entire fight, and this tool is great because it just makes it so much simpler. So thank you so much, Vizax. This tool is amazing. Huge shout outs to him. He has a donation button if you want to consider giving him a donation. I'm definitely going to do that. I haven't done that just yet, but I'm going to do that. The Sim Guide video will be coming out here, and while I'm mentioning that, he has a donate button as well. So donate to our developers that are developing these great tools for us, because they're amazing. We take advantage of them. And without them, you know, this game wouldn't be nearly as much fun. So that's my one plug for them. He also has a link to the Mage Discord in case you don't have that. Link to my Discord is obviously going to be in my video description as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the news, guys. I think it's great. It looks like we won't have to use this tool hopefully any much longer, but Vizax did make it for us that we have it right now, so it's going to be great to use in the meantime until we do get that Ignite Munching fix. Hopefully Blizzard does do it. Thank you again, Blizzard, if you're watching this. Thank you guys again, all of you devs out there that are working on this for us. We really appreciate it, and we're just going to keep huffing the hopium until that PTR drop happens. All right, thanks everyone. Take care. Cheers.